We just got this listing the other day, and here's a photograph of the kitchen, and it's not too bad of a photograph, but if you notice up top, one of the light bulbs is burnt out on the ceiling fan, and I don't like that to be on the brochures. We certainly want all the other lights turned on and working, and I didn't have time that day to run out and buy a bulb and come back and take another photograph, and I don't want to wait a day or two to be able to do that. I want to get this listing in the brochures and up on the multi-list as soon as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look like this bulb is turned on, and it's actually pretty simple. So I need to go over to my magnifying glass tool and select it, and I'm going to zoom in just so I can get a closer look of what I'm looking at. And then I'm going to go over to my polygon tool. It's a kind of a polygon lasso tool. The lasso's in the top, polygon's in the middle. I kind of like the polygon a little easier to work with. And what I'm going to do is make sure my background is selected, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to outline the light, including the bulb, because if you look at the other lights, it isn't just the bulb that's lit up, it's the entire light fixture that is lit up, and we want to duplicate that. So I'm going to go and clicking on all of the light fixture and the bulb going around. I'll double click the end, and you can see the walking ants are going around the whole light fixture there. And I'm going to hit Control C to copy it, or you can go up to Edit and Copy. Let me go ahead and hit Edit and Copy. And what that's going to do is it's going to make a copy of everything within this the marching ants. And I'm going to hit Control V to hit Paste. And the only thing that you saw happen was the marching ants have disappeared. But if you look over here, we now have a separate layer, and that layer is simply the light fixture by itself. And to show you that, I'm going to go and hit the selection tool there, and I'm going to drag, and there you can see there's a light fixture all by itself. So I'm going to Control Z to put that back to where it was so it's lined up perfectly. And now what I can do is I can go and go to Image, and I'm going to add the brightness. I'm going to increase the brightness just on that one layer, which is the light fixture by itself. And you'll see as I'm working on it, looks like the light bulb is turning on. We want to try to get it to match as close as we can of the other light fixtures. So I have it pretty much all the way up to the total brightness. I'm going to click OK. If you kind of look around, it's kind of hard to tell, but if you look around the edges, you'll see a little bit of a glow going on around these light bulbs at the same time. And we want to duplicate that glow on this light bulb at the same time. So in order to do that, I'm going to double click on that layer, and it's going to bring up another screen, another menu screen, and you'll see one of the selections on the left is called Outer Glow. So I'm going to go ahead and check mark that, and I'm going to click on the word Outer Glow, and that brings up the settings for this particular feature. And if you look at the kind of in the middle, you'll see Spread and Size. Now size will increase the glows. You can see at the top how you can make it glow a lot more towards the outside, and then spread kind of increases the intensity of the glow. So once again, we want to try to match it the same as the other ones. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. And we can also, if we wanted to, change the color. Like right now we're using a soft glow as a yellow. If I wanted to change the color, make it a little more orange, kind of like the way the rest of the photo is, I would go ahead and drag the color selection down a little bit, and you can see the difference is right here. Go ahead and hit OK. And I can also change the opacity so it's a little more solid, it's not see-through at all. But that's a little too much. I'm going to just leave it around 80, something like that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit OK. And let me go ahead and zoom back out again. See how it looks? Actually, I think it has a little too much glow, so I'm going to go and I'm going to double click that layer again, hit the glow button, and bring it down just a little bit. Okay, and there we have it. Now we can look at the difference between the light being off, the light being on. So now we just created another light bulb that we didn't have to go purchase, but it'll certainly work fine in the brochures, and it'll also work on the multi-list photos online. No one, unless somebody, you told somebody you changed this light bulb or you added this, did this in Photoshop, nobody would ever know. So there's a quick tip on how to actually add a light to a bulb that's burned out.